go to sleep, I go far away. If you forgot your dreams, just remember to love. It's important to remember your dreams.
It was all a dream.
And I woke up.
Yeah, we tapped in. Can you see me? AquaStoneThrone, like, share, subscribe. What up? What up? Yo, this is a quick one. This is actually gonna be a real quick one, because I gotta get going. But the spirit was flowing through me, so I just want to kick some knowledge and wisdom. You know what I mean? All right. So this one is gonna be about the face and the eyes. So remember this one song, right? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun. Yo, that's such an ill video, right? Go back and watch that video and see how ill that video is, right? But I want to talk about the eyes, okay? So we got the body, right? We got the body. We got two different eyes. We got the first eye, which is the third eye, which is the middle of the supercomputer brain, the crystal, the pineal gland, the seventh chakra, and all that other good stuff, right? But on some serious stuff, you know, the third eye is the first eye, which is in the middle of the brain. But I'm not here to talk about that today, even though Black Hole Sun is kind of using that eye. But basically what I want to talk about is eyes and the truth of the eyeballs, right? So here we go. So when you gain knowledge of self, like I say in every single video, when you really start understanding the internal workings of your God body vessel, then everything on the external of your biggest organ becomes easier to interpret and understand, right? So everything is behind your biggest organ except a couple things: the teeth, the tongue, and the eyes. Everything else is behind the skin, right? Which is the biggest organ, right? So think about this, right? Eyes, right? Or let's go back to that song, Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Won't you come? I want you to do this and really think about this, okay? Take your phone, right? And put it on the camera and look at the sun with your phone, right? You'll notice something, right? You'll notice that there's a little tiny blue circle, blue or green circle, which is kind of you. It's you, right? And so the sun really is the creator of all life on this dimension. There can't be any expression or any form in this dimension if there was no sun. The sun is like the main energy conduit, conductor for this entire reality, right? This is why plants, you know, if you face a plant one way against the sun, the plant will turn around towards the sun. Everything in this world works off of the sun, right? So it really is. That's the show right there. You gotta love that. You know what I mean? And back to scripture. I really want to start also being able to, with everything that I say, I want to also bracket up with scripture because I love scripture. You know what I'm saying? I love scripture. And so the Bible clearly states that the Creator, the Most High, made two lights, right? A very bright one and a lighter one, right? The sun and the moon, right? For the day and the nighttime, to separate the day and the night. And so it's really beautiful when you think about it, right? But basically, what Black Hole Sun is, right? Black Hole Sun, won't you come? And this is the truth of the reality, right? When you become super conscious. I'm not talking about 3D, I'm talking about 5D. I'm talking about extreme consciousness, higher awareness. Higher awareness comes when, back to the Bible, when the Creator restores and renews your mind, okay? So when you get a restored, renewed mind, and that's when the magic happens, right? So when you think about the song, Black Hole Sun, won't you come and wash away the rain, right? In order for there to be rain, no one wants to be outside in the rain, right? It's just like being in a real cold day. It's really cold where I am right now, right? So really think about that. And the sun really doesn't shine when it rains, right? So when you wash away the rain, when the sun becomes a black hole, like I say, you're just a little bit more tapped into your higher self. God, you're allowing God and the Creator to work with you. Okay, you get to a certain level of love, because that's really what it is. Love. It's not hate everything. This world really truly is based off of love. And when you do the internal work to just love yourself, you have no choice but to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and intelligently. And so back to this, right? 2 eyes. When you look at somebody really, really deep in the eye, you're closing a connection. You're closing a circuit. There is always a sender and a receiver, because one of the main laws in the Hermetic principles of this reality is correspondence. Everything needs a pole to go back and forth off of, or every action will have a reaction, right? So when you're looking at somebody in the eye, there is massive amounts of energy being exchanged. This is why people that lie and untruthful cannot hide from a person that has supreme truth in them. This is deep. This is very deep. This is why very, very pure minds can see right through some nonsense of somebody being fake. I'm telling you, this is low-level evil people out here that think that they're fooling people. People that really love God and know God and respect God, you can't get anything off on them. There's such a higher intelligence and such a higher frequency of understanding. Low vibrational people cannot even fathom this. This is why people that are atheist and ungodly people, they have absolutely no understanding. There's no clarity. There's no vision. That is what the Bible calls a retrobated mind, or somebody that has fallen so far from God that they just think that they know it all. And it's crazy when you think about it. But one other thing that I want to really, really talk about is that this is the real truth, right? So everything is cut down the middle. Everything. I am a man, right? So in between my horse meat and my massive testicles, in my butthole, there's actually a little line in between. Girls don't have that, because girls just have their vagina, right? But in between my sack and my butthole is a line, right? So there really is a line being drawn. You're cut into two. You know what I'm saying? That's why in Kabbalah you got to go back and forth and this and that. It's all a little bunch of bullshit. You should just be working through the middle pillar, and then everything else lights up and activates. You don't need to go do the zigzag, ziggler, and all this other nonsense. You could if you want, but that's kind of like some bullshit in my opinion. But everything comes with growth and understanding. All this other mysticism is just mysticism. It's just a little witchcrafty, and that's not in the Bible, okay? It might be encoded secretly in the Bible, but that's something else. But that's just, I'm not talking about witchcraft. I'm talking about knowledge of self. But back to what I'm saying, right? The right side of the body, this eye, everything is flipped, right? Because I'm in a camera. But this is my right eye. And it's connected to my left brain, which is my analytical brain, my thinking brain. So in the Bible, the correct order is soul, body, and lastly mind. But down here, since all of us live in ego, we're like mind, body, and soul. Completely backwards and ridiculous. Okay? So when you understand that the correct order is soul, body, mind, lastly mind, and then we understand that the right eye is connected to the analytical mind, which is always processing reality. And what I mean by this is the right eye is showing you what you don't want to see and what you're hiding. Okay? So everyone that understands the science of body language, that's what I was getting at. The real science of body language knows you never look at somebody in the right eye, because this is the lying eye. This is the show. This is the side that, ooh, I'm happy, I'm this and that, but yet I'm sad and I'm crying inside. This is the eye that most people work off of in this reality. But the creative minds of this world, because all of us have a strong eye. Now, how you can test if you have a strong eye, if your right eye or your left eye is strong, is very simple. You could look through a camera. You could look through the peephole in the door of, next time somebody rings your bell, you're going to either use one or the other. Most of this world uses this eye. They're all kind of putting on the bullshit show. All the creatives in this world use this eye connected to the creative side of the brain. But there's more, because they're not afraid. They're out here knowing who they are, shining for the sun. Those are the real kids. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kids that know the mission and know the mystery. And so they might not even be able to know the mystery the way I'm saying and teaching the mystery, but they know the mystery because they got this connection. They got the heart and the mind connection. So they're not afraid to be them. You know what I'm saying? And so the left eye is connected to the creative side of the mind. But there's more. You can't hide. So, for example, in body language, all body language teachers, if you take a college course, they're going to tell you, if you want to know if someone's telling the truth, all you got to do is look into their left eye. Now, if somebody has massive amounts of love, now how you could do this, right? Now, let's just say you're interrogating your girlfriend. You don't know if she's over there banging your best friend, right? Or secretly in love with your pops, right? It's very simple. All you got to do is sit that girl down, and you got to stare at her in her left eye. And you got to say, baby, are you in love with my brother? Did you have sex with my daddy? And you got to look directly into the left eye. Now, if she starts being like, now it's not about squinting and this and that, even though those are serious indicators. But if you can control whether or not you squint or not through understanding and gaining more knowledge, and just being with just meditating allows you to quiet the nerves of the body. But there's something you can't hide, and it's the size of the pupil. So if somebody got beef with you, or despises you, or hates you, or dislikes you, the pupil will get smaller. So you'll see more of the color, whether it's blue, green, or brown. Now, there's another secret. When somebody loves you, when somebody's telling the truth with you, when somebody's being honest with you, when somebody really respects and appreciates you, and they talk to you, and if you look at them in their left eye and their pupil's huge, there's either two things. They're either on crack LSD, or they love you and they're telling the truth. This is it. This is a little short, little secret science of the God body vessel. I love you. So next time, you could do this. You could take a picture and you could study yourself more, right? You could take a picture and then put it into Photoshop and then do Mona Lisa it, okay? Because this is the real truth of Mona Lisa. Because you could do this with Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, he knew what the fuck was going on. You could put a mirror up in the middle of the Mona Lisa and you'll catch two different sides of the faces. You put a mirror up in between your face and you'll see the difference. Now, one more thing before I go, okay? Because I was literally just about to shut this off, but then something else just popped into my mind. Now that you notice information, start seeing and start looking at people and seeing the differences. Because true beauty and true symmetry, right? All the most beautiful, drop-dead, gorgeous models ever have perfect symmetry, right? Or the ugliest, weirdest looking people, or maybe somebody that has a lot to hide, right? Like maybe somebody's out here like saying that they're this and they're not that at all. You can see it in the face, okay? You can see it in the face. I'm telling you what's going on out here. You gotta pay attention. You gotta listen to AquaStoneThrone. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, bitch.